Hello, my name is Luis Juan, and the topic for this presentation is pros and cons on the implementation of cloud computing for small and medium-sized businesses. This is for Kansas State University, and the class is IS 8001. So what is cloud computing? Cloud computing is the delivery of an on-demand computing services for an applications to storage and processing power, typically over the internet and on a pay-as-you-go basis. This is a really good quote from Steve Ranger on what is cloud computing. However, for me, it's a collection of computing resources that are available for use at any time, any place, and it dynamically scales according to the user need. So, if you or your client are looking for extra power, the cloud will actually scale up to meet that demand, and then later scale back down when the need is no longer there. Now, the cloud actually works entirely on the World Wide Web, meaning that you need to have a connection to the internet to access to the cloud. And it became a boom after the introduction of Web 2.0 because this Web 2.0 introduced a different aspect, which is data sharing and connectivity between users. So this actually was focused to create new applications on the web. Also, there are three different types of services that the cloud provides, which is applications, platform, and infrastructure, which I'll explain later on in a different slide. So there are three different types of cloud services for SMEs. Number one is SaaS or software as a service. Number two is PaaS or platform as a service. Number three is IaaS or infrastructure as a service. Now for SMEs, they will mainly use SaaS. The reason why is because SaaS is catered towards the end user. There are applications that will run in an actual browser, which I'll explain later. It also depends on the business needs, right, or the business model, what it will dictate on what type of cloud service they can use. But that will be also explained in another slide. So what is SaaS? SaaS are applications that run through a web browser. So they're 100% compatible with them, like Chrome, Edge, or Safari. Now these applications are built using HTML5, PHP, Python, Java, and Divi.net. There are other tools, but these are the main ones. And as I mentioned before, they are built for the end users, and you can access them from any place in the world. Good examples are SAP and Salesforce. So PaaS is a really good tool for developers that are working remotely or working in different time zones. It's a really good platform to run different applications such as Django, Python, or SQL. And it's pretty good also because it allows them to deploy updates really fast and really reliable way, because sometimes when you are focusing only on coding, you don't have to focus on the actual infrastructure side of the developing side. It's a really good tool for them as well. And two good examples are Heroku and Google App Engine. Now, IaaS is designed for system admins and cloud operation engineers. It just focuses on the actual hardware and networking aspects of the cloud. And usually, when a system admin needs to check on the actual infrastructure, they will go to a application on a web browser, just open it and see the actual load of the servers in real time, and basically distribute the load if they see a pick on a specific server. I've seen this many times before, so it's pretty cool. And you can also check on the memory and how much space do you have. And really good examples are AWS, Oracle, which now is in the cloud, and Azure. So why move to the cloud? Number one, cost savings. There's no need for heavy IT infrastructure inside a business. So owners from small and medium-sized businesses can spend that money in different areas and be more wise about it. Number two, scalable. So as I mentioned before, When there's a need for extra power, the cloud will always be available for that need. Number three, data can be stored in multiple locations. If the data server goes down, the data will be in a different data server, so there's a 24/7 service there. You can always get access to your data. Number four is low to non maintenance by the end user, besides their payment for the service itself. And number five is allow for a geographically distributed access. So as I mentioned before, you can access the cloud from anywhere, and that is a pretty good advantage. Now, why not move to the cloud? Number one issue is security, because everything relies heavily on the cloud provider, so owners have to make sure they have a really good cloud provider. Number two is actually the internet, so they have to have a fast and reliable internet connection for the cloud to work perfectly. Number three is data centers can be an issue. Obviously, they might not be stable, so that could be also linked to number one. They have to have a really good cloud provider. And the last one is the IT infrastructure is not controlled by the customer or the end user. So, clients, they only see the actual application on their web browsers. They don't know what's going on behind. And some clients or customers will like to know what's going on behind, and that could be an issue. Now, just to mention this, many of these issues are becoming less of a factor. Technology is moving faster, so security, for example, with AI will be quite amazing in the future, and we can talk about it in the next slide. The future of the cloud. Now, everybody knows AI will be everywhere, from servers, applications, security as well. It will be everywhere, even in telecommunications in the future as well. So, for work experience, I know that Oracle has an automated data center where AI is taking care of security, is taking care of the balancing the load of the servers, taking care of the management of data, making sure data goes in and out quicker, making sure that data gets fine quicker as well. And it's pretty exciting in the future to see AI working with conjunction with the cloud. The second thing is telecommunications. We have 5G coming in probably by 2020, and fiber optics are everywhere now. It's no longer a premium that you pay. It's basically a necessity. I mean, connectivity is faster, so it's pretty useful, especially for the cloud. Then security, as I mentioned before, AI will be involved in this as well. So security is gonna be pretty tough in the future. Obviously, hackers are always gonna be there. Nothing is 100% proof, but security will get better. And the last one is the cloud will have uninterrupted operations. So this is also key for the cloud to survive in the future. So with this, I conclude my presentation. Hope you guys like it, and yeah, pretty much that's all. Oh, I forgot. This is my work citation page or slide. These are the three sources that I use. I quote some and use some citations as well. So yeah, thank you so much.